Alright, we're back for another video, man. I need some gamer subs. I need to fuel myself up. I need some energy for tonight. You guys know that we're sponsored by gamer subs. Link in the description. Get yourself some gamer subs, 10% off your purchase if you use code Dokkan. Go get you some. I definitely need it after today. There's so much stuff to cover, man. Alright, so we got Goku Black plus ZAMASU. So we're going to talk about these guys, just like I did in the previous video. We talked about the Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta, their details and things like that. And I also made a Shoot You Summon video, talking about whether you summon or not, or on the banners, right? So do make sure you check it out. Let's go ahead and get in on this. So first and foremost, this is not looking good, as when they were revealed as Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta beat the Dokkan Fest, and these guys are the Carnival R. I saw it, I was like, no, there's no way. So basically they're gonna have just the one flat 220% leader skill, in which this case is super bosses. I really hope that they can just work that thing out, man, because, you know, super bosses can be decent, but not the greatest thing ever, right? So we'll see how increasingly good the stonks of super bosses is going to be after this, which, by the way, I think it is going to be pretty good, because if we go look over here, most of these little clones are going to be in super bosses. So that is somewhat of a decent help, you know. I will be doing a showcase for the full team of the clones, just to see how good they are. They're the new metal cooler type team, right? So let's see, 200% to attack and defense. They get 2 ki per keys obtained, the same effect as Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta. Actually, the same effect as Blue Goku. And we also got attack and defense plus 80% and attacks effective against all types for allies whose name includes Goku Black. So Goku Black are basically gonna be getting the significant buff here. Not too shabby, not too bad. Of course, we do have some Goku Blacks that we can be able to use, like the physical Goku Black. I still feel like he's going to be pretty decent. And then, of course, the new Super ECA Goku Black, who is a shoe-in for this team, right? Just to continuously try to help the super bosses setup. So we'll see. Then, of course, for extreme class ally or future side category ally on the team, depending on which character, which has more members. This is basically like the mirroring effect. Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta had the super class side of things. Meanwhile, these guys are going to get the extreme class side of things. They guard all attacks. Actually, no, I'm reading the wrong one. They're getting attack and defense plus 50% up to 150%, and then of course a chance of performing a critical hit and damage reduction up to 20% by up to 60%. So they're gonna be pretty effective in terms of dealing damage and getting that damage reduction in. So again, that's very, very good. Then of course we got, if all of the allies in the same turn attacking in the same turn are extreme class characters, or when there is another future side category ally attacking in the same turn, we're getting that guaranteed guard right there. Again, guard with 60% damage reduction, man, that's very good. I like that. Of course, with Vegeta, you can be able to get that too, but you do have to use the, what is it? I think Vegeta, you have to use him in order for you to get the guard. Am I a mistake? No, the active skill. That's, I had it at the tip of my tongue, but I didn't know that that was the thing that you had to use. So, but yeah, guards all attacks by just having all extreme class attacking the same turn, or the and the damage reduction, man. That is pretty good. Or just having a future saga category ally, which again, the team of Future Saga is getting buffed. You guys are going to be easily going to be inserting characters that are going to fulfill this condition, right? When attacking with active skill or when attacking with 18 or more ki, we're getting 200% attack. And then we're tossing an additional that has a 70% chance to become a super. Now, this was, man, I really wish that it was a guaranteed super. But it is what it is. Another additional is not bad at all. Pretty sure we'll take that, right? Then of course, starting from the fourth turn from the start of the battle, we're getting that meet up with ZAMASU and we can perform the reversible exchange. When receiving an attack, we're getting that extra defense as well, 180% defense, so not bad. So super attack effects here, greatly raise attack and raises defense for 1 turn. So this is the 30 or 20% raise in defense. And of course, this is just a standard 50% raise in defense there. Not too bad. And then of course, causes colossal damage to the enemy and lowers attack. And with their 18 key, greatly raises attack. So he's going to be stacking attack here. And then causes mega colossal damage to the enemy and raises allies' attack by 60% for 1 turn. This is very good, of course, with the increase in attack power. They're just making it so that the focus of some of the releases from 2025 is just damage, right? But we sort of need it, right? We need the damage, so we can actually be satisfactory with this. So, but yeah, we got the active skill as well, the Holy Light Grenade, which I discovered that today they have a KO screen with this active skill. I am excited for that. Massively raises attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage to the enemy. All attacks become critical hits, and Super Bosses category allies get an attack and defense buff of 15%, with the additional defense plus 10% for characters who belong to Future Saga as well for 4 turns. So this is the opposite of Vegeta, right? Pretty good stuff. I like this. Guarantee crits, meaning that you don't have to get too much crits on your characters, so long as you have dupes for these guys, right? You invest something else apart from crits. Looking pretty good. I do like Goku Black. Guards all attacks getting that 60% damage reduction, and the chances to perform a critical hit, looking very, very solid there. Alright, so now let's switch over to ZAMASU. I'm gonna go quick because I have some stuff to do today. Now in terms of recording, I think I've done my load of recording today. There's gonna be some videos tomorrow as well, because we're gonna be summoning for the units later tonight. We're gonna be doing their showcases, all the events, all that stuff. So, alright, so ZAMASU. Oh, okay, that looks good. I like that effect. That looks very nice. So he can perform the reversible exchange with Goku Black. He gets Ki plus 7, 200% attack and defense, sort of similar to what we saw with Vegeta. He gets a 50% chance to crit, and just guaranteed guards there. That's very good. Then of course when attacking, we're getting 200% attack and defense. And then Future Saga category allies, extreme class allies, sorry, get damage reduction plus 10%. So a 10% raise in their damage reduction. This is damage reduction support that he's providing. That's pretty good. Of course, it's going to be very limited. It's just to extreme class allies and from Future Saga, but it looks very, very good. I like that. I like that quite a bit. It can help some of these units defensively, just a little bit. Then, of course, when activating the active skill or when attacking with 20 or more ki, we're getting attack and defense plus 200%. We're tossing an additional super attack. And then we're getting 300% attack and defense. Guaranteed crit. And recover 6% of damage dealt as HP when HP is 60% or less. Now I'm assuming this is all of that. When HP is 60% or less, he recovers the 6% damage, 6% of damage dealt as HP, the guaranteed crit, and then the extra 300% attack and defense. So ZAMASU is going to be hitting pretty dang hard. And then of course the active skill. This sort of reminds me of the Kale active skill condition, where Kale just gets more attack buffs if you use the active skill for this, because they're not going to fuse, right? Birth of Fusion ZAMASU. Great. Massively raises attack temporarily and causes ultimate damage to the enemy. We're getting Ki plus 4 and attack plus 40% in battle. So that's permanent for the boy ZAMASU. Right there. Not too shabby. Then of course let's check the super attack effects here. So they greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to the enemy and lowers defense. This is a nice balanced attack condition here. Attack and defense there. I like that, rather than the whole just getting attack and then not getting anything else, right? And then, of course, we're getting the 18 key, massively raises attack and defense for 1 turn. See, this is what I like. I like the balance kind of things, right? Causes magical loss of damage to the enemy and recovers 20% HP. Now, this is very high. I like that. We do have some units in here that can be able to do that. I think these guys recover HP whenever they're supering, right? Aren't they? No, I might have mistaken it for somebody else. Not only that, do keep in mind that they earlier provide us details of these guys getting their 10th, like the limited buffs that we had during the 10th year anniversary countdown. So this Goku Black is also going to be another relevant unit to use on this guy's team. Very solid there. I still feel that this Fusion Zamasu, which by the way, I ran out of time. I really wanted to do that video yesterday or the day before, where we have these guys do their, like, revisit them. Now I feel like with the addition to these guys, having the 2023 Worldwide Download Celebration units added into this team, they will look pretty strong as well. They're of course in a plethora of categories too. Physical Rose Goku Black, I might look forward to using him again. We'll see how he looks. And then of course there's Rose getting his Super ECA is going to be very nice as well. So their fair share of partners is not too limited, at least. We can be able to see some options here for both of these guys be ran on the team as well. So yeah, that looks good. That little sped up motion. But yeah, I feel like I like more Goku Black because he's a little bit more overall balanced in terms of, you know, he got the guards, he gets the damage reduction, he's a little bit solid defensively, but offensively he can also be pretty good. And of course Zamasu is just a monster in terms of attack power. So he's gonna get a lot of attack and defense here, and here. Actually no, so this in particular, I really don't know how this is gonna work. I'm assuming this and this are obtained easily by doing the 20, by attacking with 20 more or more ki, or this in particular is the little bit of restriction. When HP is 60% or less, that means that you won't be able to trigger this. I'm assuming that's how it's read. So we'll see it a little bit more in game. Some few tidbits and details to see in game. Just so that we can basically guarantee how these guys work, right? And then of course this Fusion Zamasu active skill is going to be pretty lethal as well once we get to see that. I did see like a small clip of Zamasu just obliterating STR Jiren with just his active skill. So that would be pretty good, especially with the stacking capability that Goku Black has. Goku Black can stack attack on his 18 key, so that is some good stuff that I would like to check in game once we get these guys. And of course, I didn't mention this on the previous video, but yeah, the limited attack, the limited buffs that we're gonna get for some of these units, like the Goku, the Vegito, and the Zamasu and Goku, like the Goku Black. This one in particular, and then the 5th anniversary Vegito Blue getting his buffs as well. That's also going to be pretty insane. I feel like they're going to be even more buffed than what we had during the countdown campaign of the 10th anniversary, so that's also going to be pretty lethal and helpful for these teams, right? At least during the celebration. I really do think that they should have kept that. They should have kept that buff, but you know, it is what it is, right? But yeah, I'm excited to see these guys in game. The categories that they help out is also pretty good too. I don't understand why is it like glitched out like that, where it's just super sped up, but we'll take it. But yeah, I'm excited to see these guys a little bit more in game. We'll see how they roll. We got some super ECAs that we're going to be testing out as well. And then we got some clone characters as well that we can test out here. Fortunately, there's no super attack father for Rose Goku Black. Plus, actually, no, it should be this guy, right? Is there a save fodder for him? No, there isn't. Okay, well, that's fine. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below your thoughts regarding these units. Man, I'm excited to summon for them. We'll see how they roll. I gotta get out of here just so I can help my partner with finishing up the move and things like that. But I'm excited. We'll be live tonight for the summons and stuff, so make sure of that. Make sure to check those summons out as well. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you guys are going to be summoning for them as well, even though I already asked that question during the should you summon video. But I like these guys. Of course I would like Rose. The animations are just mwah, chef's kiss. I can't wait to see these guys in game. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. We'll be live later tonight for the summons. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, check the links down below, get yourself some gamer subs. I'm about to make some gamer subs right now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys all in the next one.